first question, please. Tell us a little bit what this movie's about as you see it and the characters and the plot.
I think the movie's about, two girls who haven't yet really found themselves, finding themselves when they find each other. And just sort of, we call it a bromance a little bit behind its back. And I think that's exactly what it is. It's just about two girls sort of falling in friend love, and it really takes that romantic comedy format and flips it on its head and makes it about two girls sort of coming of age a little bit late and finding their own friendship. And it's just like a really sweet movie to me. That's how I see it.
Perfect. This is the first feature script you've produced. How did you finally get going?
It was a long road. Eventually, Lauren had an epiphany that we should take this chance on ourselves, and so we decided to do that, and we met with some friends from film school from Florida State and got a little advice, and then we went to Lauren's brother, who works in finance in New York, and we asked him to have some faith in us, and he did, and he got some independent investors, and we strung the money together, and we just ran for the finish line, and no matter what happened, we just kept going, because we knew we would lose Ari to a Woody Allen play at the end of the summer last year. And no matter what, we had to start shooting August 8th. That was the deal. And no matter what happened, we did it. And it was crazy. And it was a learning experience, but a lot of fun, too.
Awesome. Just how autobiographical is the script? The characters' names are the same as yours and Lauren's.
97%. No, I'm just kidding. It's hard to quantify, really. I want to say on the page, we named them after ourselves as, like, sort of narcissistically. But honestly, they became heightened versions of us. And I think Katie as a character is very well defended, and she uses her sense of humor and sort of a bravado and this sort of experience she seems to have as a defense mechanism, but underneath she's really sensitive, and she doesn't really have intimacy with other people yet. And that was very true of me for a long time, and I think it's really relatable to younger women, that sort of character quality. And also Lauren and I as friends were polar opposites, and when I first met Lauren, she was wearing a Dave Matthews t-shirt, and she asked me where the recycling was, and I was just like, oh my God, I can't handle this girl. And then we ended up becoming really great friends, and it turns out, one should recycle, so.
Excellent. Can you quantify the comedic chemistry between Lauren and Ari, who stars opposite her?
Quantify, about 2.5 cups. No, I think Ari brings the comedy with her, and Lauren, it's hard for Lauren because she plays the straight man. So, like in Pineapple Express, you've got James Franco and Seth Rogen, so it's sort of that same similar dynamic that you have in a lot of buddy comedies. But I really think they play really well off of each other. And once the story starts picking up, they get to really use that. But in the beginning, poor Lauren has to play the straight man, so she doesn't really get to flex her comedy muscles yet. But yeah, I think they have a great amount of chemistry. People seem to really respond to it.
Excellent. And finally, what are you hoping audiences feel while they're watching and after they've watched the movie?
While they're watching, I want them to be completely engaged by it. And I think that does happen. And when they walk out of the theater, it's my hope that they feel really surprised and happy. And I think that we succeeded in that, and a lot of people feel that way because people don't know what the movie's really going to hand them over until it's done. But as long as they leave feeling surprised and happy, my work here is done.